A very good morning to all my dear students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to revise non-finite forms of the verb. You must have read the notes which I sent in the WhatsApp group and you must be aware of what is that. But a short revision, and just in short I will explain what does it mean. So, non-finite forms of verb. Now children, as the name suggests, non-finite. So they are not limited by time and action. If I say, I write. Let us take the example of I write. If I say I write, so write is the verb here. Right? So if I say I write, so that means it is telling about my habit. That I am in the habit of writing regularly. I write. And if I say I am writing, this is also showing that I am writing it just now. I am writing it just now. If I say I have written, this is also limited by time, that I have written it just now. If I say I had written, I was writing, I wrote, all these things are limited by time and action. So all these forms of the verb you must have read in tense. And if you have not read, you might be knowing about it in tense. So all the 12 forms of the verb which are there in tense, they are finite forms of the verb. They are finite forms of the verb. So now the question is that all those forms of the verb, 12 forms of the tenses, they are finite forms of the verb. So what is non-finite form of the verb? Still we can see that there are some verbs which are doing the work of noun. They may seem to be like verb, but actually they are not verb. Sometimes they may be doing the work of noun and sometimes they are doing the work of adjective. Let us see this example. Let us take the example of write only. With that it will be much clear to you. So if I say writing is a good habit. If I am writing something, so if I can say that writing is a good habit. Now you can see here that writing, it is not doing the work of a verb, although it is a verb, but it is not doing the work of a verb. What is the definition of verb? Verbs are action words, they show action and they say something about the subject also. But here writing itself has become the subject. So writing itself is telling something about this writing only. So when it is doing the work of subject and when it is doing the work of noun, it is in the form of noun. It cannot be conveyed here as a verb. It is a noun here. So that is gerund. That is doing the work of noun and that is a gerund. G-E-R-U-N-D. That is a gerund. So next is infinitive form, that is to plus verb. I have to write. Here it is also doing the work of a noun. I have to write. It is also doing the work of a noun. This is infinitive form of the verb. This is infinitive form of the verb. To plus verb. Sometimes without to also it can be written like with some verbs like see, hear, etc. So at that time we will not use to. We will simply say it is bare infinitive. It is also doing the work of noun but it is bare infinitive, it is without to. In a bare infinitive, to is not there. So I hope you have understood gerund. I hope you have understood infinitive. Now next is participle, which is the most confusing one. Now participle, first is gerund, that you have understood. Second is infinitive, that I have also told you. You must have understood. Now third is participles. They are also non-finite forms of the verb. Now participles can be present and past both. Children mostly get confused in participles and gerund. Gerund is also ing form and participle is also ing form. Present participle. Participle is basically two types, present and past. So present participle is also ing form and gerund is also ing form. But what is the difference between them? The difference between them is, here in gerund it is doing the work of noun. It is acting as a noun. And in present participle, it is acting as an adjective. Let us take the example. If I say dancing is my hobby, so I am using dancing as a noun, so that will be gerund. But if I say I saw a dancing girl, so dancing, again in the second perspective, dancing is describing the girl. I saw a dancing girl. That will be present participle form. Okay? So that is the difference between gerund and present participle. Both are having ing form, but then that is the difference. And one ing already you know, that is the tense one, present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. I am writing, I was writing, I will be writing. That is another ing form. Okay. So with ing we can see that we have present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, plus gerund which is acting as a noun, plus participle which is acting as an adjective. All these 5 forms you should know. And then now coming to past participle. Present participle is doing the work of an adjective. Similarly, past participle is also doing the work of an adjective. That is mainly the third form of the verb which is doing the work of adjective. Like broken. I saw a broken toy. The child is playing with a broken toy. So here broken toy. Toy is the noun and broken is adding something to the meaning of toy. So it is doing the work of adjective. And this is past participle. So there are 3 types of non-finite forms of the verbs. Gerund, infinitive, participle, and participle are 2 types. Present participle, past participle. Infinitives are 2 types. To infinitive and bare infinitive. I hope you have understood all. I will come again to explain something else in my next class. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.